through, of course, St Helens and Ray French.
Yes, thank you, Des, and welcome everybody to Main Road, a soccer ground, as you said, Des, but of course Rugby League has been here before. From 1939 to 56, we've hosted championship finals and very big crowds, and there's a good crowd and a good atmosphere here this afternoon, a good humid crowd, but both sets of spectators conscious that their team's at the last hurdle, 80 minutes away from Wembley. And, well, as we proved a fortnight ago, the underdogs can have their day. Wigan, of course, the favourites, Warrington, the underdogs, but enough talent, enough class in both sides to make good use of that pitch. In immaculate condition, I was on the pitch this morning, and it's certainly ideal for open rugby. I'm sure one or two of the backs in either side, Des Drummond and John Woods, and people like Sean Edwards, Kevin Iro and Joe Lydon, relishing the prospect of running on this pitch. And one or two of the Warrington Vikings arrive there. Whether they've come in the long boats down the East Lancashire Road, I don't know, but certainly all manner of dress and ceremony here amongst the crowd. Good humoured crowd, good natured crowd, and sides just about to come out. The nervous time, often I think even more nervous a semi-final than a final. This is it, going through Warrington skipper there, number 13, Mike Gregory's mind. Great Britain forward, that sensational try of his out in Australia. A lot of youngsters in this Warrington side, Paul Cullen there, and Steve Roach flown in from Balmain. Des Drummond and John Woods there. Brilliant out, and Les Boyd, the man I think we'll keep our eye on this afternoon. Rough, tough Les Boyd. Clive Griffiths, the assistant coach, and a good cheer from the Warrington section. 1975, when Warrington were last at Wembley, and their coach Brian Johnson from Sydney, very keen to get there. Wonderful atmosphere here, and I really think it is a credit to Manchester City the way they've set the stall out here for this Silk Cut Challenge Cup semi-final. And one of the youngsters there, Billy McGinty, local witness lad, fast, fiery forward. Obviously a big ordeal, and a big ordeal for this lad, Mike Gregory. A lot of pressure on this chap. The Great Britain looks forward, been in superb form, had a little groin strain of late, but very, very fit. And here are the favourites, led by the skipper, Ellery Hanley. Obviously intent to get to Wembley again, the holders, and just listen to that huge roar as the favourites come out. The coach, Graham Lowe, likes them to walk out. He feels it composes them better. Sean Edwards, the two Iro brothers, Kevin and Tony, and Joe Lydon, what tries we've seen from him in the past, and Dean Bell there at the end. And Ian Potter. Huge crowd, all with inflatable bananas, electric light bulbs, and Wigan, no strangers to the big occasion. No stranger at all. And Ellery Hanley, certainly a man fit for the big occasion. Whenever we come to a final, well, this lad's heart in his mouth, Steve Hampson. He's missed 3 Wembley finals with injuries, and let's hope for his sake that he has a good crack at it today. But the Warrington side giving the youngsters, Paul Derbyshire and Robert Turner, a chance in the backs. There's no lack of experience in the pack. Australian, Great Britain test stars, Les Boyd, Steve Roach and Mike Gregory. Well, they're more than a match-ready pack. And if Warrington win, I think that's the department where they'll hold the key. And that's one of the men who will hold the key. Skipper Mike Gregory. He's got to motivate his forwards. He's got to send Boyd and Roach through, send them pounding down the middle. And that's why I think Wigan coach Graham Lowe has brought back one of his best tacklers and grafters in the pack there, Ian Potter, back after a 2 months absence, and at the expense of Dennis Betts and Goodway, the better attacking players. Much, of course, will depend on that international duo, Sean Edwards and Andy Gregory at half-back. And if they're on form, Wigan will take some stopping. But certainly a lot of class in this Wigan side. And one of the unheralded stars, Ian Potter, brought in for his graft and his tackling. I think we'll see this lad on the field for an hour, and then possibly when the graft and the hard work's been done, Graham Lowe might bring on one of his runners, Betts or Goodway. Certainly, I think, Alec, it's going to be a very, very hard, tough game.
Well, it's going to be a great game, Ray, because the ground's in absolutely magnificent condition. Just listening to the Wigan supporters and a tactical move, as you notice, Wigan were a little bit late out, and Graham Lowe believes in these kind of things. He just held his side back a little bit and let him Warrington get out there and feel the atmosphere.
And I think some nerves there for referee Robin Whitfield, a strong referee, 10 years experience at the highest levels. Not had far to come from Widnes. So, Joe Lydon gets the second Silk Cut semi-final underway. Yes, and already I think a good decision there from referee Whitfield, who doesn't want any foul play. An attempted high tackle there on David Lyon. And the full-back to put to touch. Remember his father actually playing for Wigan at Wembley, Jeff Lyon. And there's Les Boyd already, number 10, charging. I think we'll see a lot of him and Roach this afternoon, Alec.
Yes, I think so, Ray. And not only that, Graham Lowe is dead worried about these two big lads, Boyd and Roach, because he realises that these fellas have played in grand finals. They know what big games are all about, and they're looking for a big game from this afternoon.
So, Turner. That's a good ball to Woods. To Cullen. Woods again. Oh, that's a risky ball to Gregory. McGinty. Oh, good storming run from this lad. Offside. Yes, Robin Whitfield. Determined, I think, to keep both sides apart. He wants a good free-running rugby. And he's laying the law down to Ellery Hanley. He says, look, it's offside and it's staying at offside.
I think he'll be telling Ellery Hanley and Andy Gregory, let him referee the game, and for them just to keep their mouth shut.
So, looks a comfortable kick for John Woods. It is a comfortable kick. His 101st goal of the season. Warrington 2, Wigan 0. Just 2 minutes gone. And there's nothing like early points on, Alec, is there?
No, that must be a great feeling for John Woods. And not only that, Ray, he's one of the few lads, this lad, who's never been to Wembley. When I was at Lee, he missed out on Wembley, and I think he'll be looking forward to going back if he goes back today.
Yes, 13 seasons he's tried and never got past the third round in any cup win. So, Lydon again. To Drummond. One of the lads we featured in Focus earlier in Grandstand, very powerful runner, Des Drummond. Roach, looking for the support, flew in from Balmain, this Australian test prop on Monday. Very powerful lad. Number 8 for Warrington. To Lyon. That's a good kick, puts the pressure on Tony Iro. And well followed up. It's no use aside, just kicking a ball 50-60 yards. The pressure's got to be there with the tacklers.
I think, Ray, this is one of the ploys that Warrington will have played on. Tony Iro, the lad on the wing, is a bit slow getting down, and Warrington will notice that.
Oh. And Sean Edwards just ran straight into Steve Roach there. Gregory breaking the cover up. That's a good kick. Warrington were coming in very, very quick. Good kick from number 7 there, Andy Gregory. To Lyons. Graham Lowe, the Wigan coach, very worried in midweek about this Warrington side. They are the side who have beaten Wigan on most occasions during his reign at Central Park. Cup winners 5 times at Wembley, but 14 seasons since Warrington were last there. Roach again to Boyd. He's got a chance with Cullen, but a good tackle. Good tackle there by Tony Ido, the Wigan wing, number 2, coming in from the outside. But this is good rugby to Drummond. To Woods. Well, Alec, many thought that it would be Wigan that would be stretching them, but it's certainly Warrington, isn't it?
Well, I think Warrington look very, very sharp indeed, Ray, and they realise that the only chance they've got of winning this game, they've not got to worry about Wigan, they've got to worry about what they're going to do. And obviously Brian Johnson has said to the lads, look, go out there, attack Wigan, they can be beat.
Interesting to see John Woods, number 7 on his back, going into the scrum half position there. But Andy Gregory to feed the ball. Hanley, sensible run by Hanley in his own 25, just keeping possession, bringing it away. Andy Platt.
I think also, Ray, just looking at that last scrum, what Andy Ellery Hanley did then was pick the ball up from the scrum, which he's not allowed, and I think Warrington will draw the attention of that.
Potter. His first match in this Challenge Cup run this season. To Lydon. No real wind out here at Main Road, but both sides, obviously in these early stages, wanting to play the game near their opposite 25. Tony Thornley, another youngster from the Woolston Amateur Club in Warrington. Mike Gregory. But certainly Warrington started off better.
Well, Warrington look as though they mean business, Ray, and obviously they're taking the ball up. And this is what obviously they need to do, take the ball up and run through the gaps.
And offside again. Yes, Mr. Whitfield being very, very firm, insisting that Wigan are back 5 yards at the play the ball. So another chance for the goal kicker John Woods. He broke the Division 1 number of goals record holder, 850, set by Steve Hesford, a previous Warrington kicker. And 101 on the score sheet this season. Can he make it 102? He does. So another 2 points, edging Warrington just that little bit ahead. 4 points to nil now for the Wires. And just 8 minutes gone.
I think, Ray, also in a semi-final, what you've got to realise is a very important thing is discipline. And Wigan normally a very good side through discipline. And I think Graham Lowe, when he gets in, will be a little bit concerned about that, because this fella here, he's talking to him all the time. He's saying, look, stand back.
Yes, I think one or two of the Warrington players know this ground as well. They came here, visited it on Wednesday, had a walk round. And of course, Les Boyd, Cullen and Thornley, they played here against Barrow a couple of years ago. Roach to Gregory. Already this Warrington pack causing a few problems in midfield. Woods again. That's a good tackle. Good tackle there by that youngster, Paul Derbyshire. And that's a better tackle. Certainly Wigan not going anywhere at the moment. Gregory to Edwards, to Lydon. Two speedsters together there, Drummond and Lydon. He can play the ball himself, nobody marking him. Wigan have 10 consecutive wins under the belt. Oh, that's a bad one, just couldn't take it. But what a dream start for this youngster, number 4, Paul Derbyshire. He's only an amateur, like young Gary Connolly, who played for St Helens at full-back. He hopes to go on the British Amateurs Under-19s Tour of Australia this summer.
I think anybody there with a little bit more experience there would have been very, very near to scoring, because Adrian Shelford never ever looked where he was passing that ball.
Mr Whitfield having problems there, getting the pack straight. Steve Roach there appealing with an innocent face, if Steve Roach can have an innocent face. But Gregory feeds the ball to Edwards. And I think the intention's to run Kevin Iro at this young lad, Derbyshire, but a good tackle there to Gregory. Hanley. That's a good ball to Lucas. Tony Iro. Just 10 minutes gone, 4 points to 0 to Warrington, and offside. Yes, what's good enough for one side is good enough for the other. And I think this is good refereeing from Mr Whitfield, Alec. He wants a good open game, doesn't he?
Yes, it's very, very important. It's discipline, Ray. You know, lads are a little bit keen. They want to pinch a yard or two, and they want to get that chance of putting points on the board. I don't think the lads mean it, but he's caught him twice.
So, Wigan's first attack of the match. Nicky Kiss. Kevin Iro being well looked after there by Paul Cullen. Shelford. This big, burly New Zealand forward. Should be a good struggle between him and Les Boyd. Hampson, that's a neat one by Hampson. Oh, was he fouled? Mr Whitfield says not. Well taken by Lyon.
I think that was a very good decision from Robin Whitfield then, Ray, because Stevie Hampson to me looked as though he played for that penalty, and obviously the referee was watching the ball and the player.
So, good kick there from Hampson. That's a good ball too. Did very well actually to hold that, Paul Cullen. He was tempted to pass it out, but he could have lost it. Roach. Well, that was a silly pass. No need for that from Steve Roach. Yes, and John Wood's telling him, keep hold of it. There was no advantage to be gained from a pass like that. Wigan beaten Warrington already this season in both league matches. 26 points to 10 and 10-4, but cup rugby's different. To Edwards. That's a good ball to Bell. Iro, he's got 2 to 1. Good tackle, well held there by Lyon. Andy Platt. £140,000 buy from St Helens. Platt. Ian Potter. This is better from Wigan now. Wigan using the pack. Kiss. Gregory. Looking for the gap. He's a cheeky little play, this lad. Oh, he's a foot in touch. Just put a foot in there, and we can see the two lines there in that touch line, brought in this week so that it meets the rugby league regulations of 68 metres and not the soccer width. Well, just look at that stud mark there. That was the difference. John Woods.
I think that's an interesting situation where John Woods, the lad with the ball now, is going to scrum half when he's throwing it in, and when Wigan have the ball, he's going to stand off. Brian Johnson must have worked on this and thought, give him a dual-purpose job.
Steve Roach. Well, possibly a little forward, but he got away with it. Thomas. Again, another good kick, sending Hampson back. And just look at those Warrington defenders, they're racing up, 6 of them.
I think the kick was good, Ray, but what about the line after it? That's the way what gives great art to kickers, when they see a full line of white shirts after they kick the ball down the field.
Shelford. And that's what you call an attempted tackle. There's a great rivalry between these two sides, and especially those two lads. And a penalty for lying on at the tackle, not letting Ellery Hanley play the ball. So a penalty against this youngster, Paul Derbyshire. But what an occasion for this young 18 years old lad.
It's interesting, Ray, to see what kind of a tactic game we're going to play. Are they going to play down the middle? And I think knowing the strength of the backs, they're going to have to move the ball out wide.
Certainly a lot of pressure, I think, on that lad, Adrian Shelford, there for Wigan. And this boy, Lucas. They've got to take the game to Roach and Boyd. They've not got to allow themselves to be dominated or dictated to. Kiss. Just 15 minutes gone, 4 points to 0 to Warrington. Those two John Woods penalties. Shelford looks to be getting into the game now. Gregory weaving, dodging to Potter. This looks promising. Oh, that's a good ball. He's dropped it. Try scoring chance there, gone begging to Kevin Iro. Good ball from Ian Potter. Just couldn't hold it. And Wigan's first chance gone.
Well, in semi-finals, I think you take chances like this. This is a lovely ball from Ian Potter to Kevin Iro. He'll be very, very disappointed. Pops it up, hits him on the head, juddles with it and just puts it down.
Good left-footed kick. Oh, that's a punishing kick from Robert Turner. And already we've seen Hampson going back. And number 6 there, Turner, up already. Another good product from the Blackbrook Amateur Club in St Helens. Just going into the second division of the Barlow. The crowd's angered at number 10, Les Boyd. One of the reputed villains, they call him, but a good, honest worker. Edwards. There seems to be something lacking outside Edwards, isn't there? The centres are not running on.
Something lacking is that there's no cohesion between both centres. The ball is being put down the middle too much, and I think Sean Edwards doing things like that. That's what it needs to break them up.
And I think Sean Edwards realised that there was something missing there. I think that's why he put the kick in.
Yes, there's no link men, and he'll be doing a little bit of shouting, this lad. You'll see him, he never shuts up. He's always like on with the game. Just watch him now. He'll be talking to himself. Watch him, he's watching all the time. Look.
A great player, no doubt. So, Warrington ball. Good covering there from loose forward by Hanley. Interesting to see Mike Gregory, number 13 there, running out wide, taking the ball about third or fourth man. That's good to Turner. Thomas. Well judged by John Woods. That's good running to Gregory again. And he's lost the ball. Dean Bell. But there's just no Wigan lineup at the moment, but that's a good run by Potter. Ian Potter there having to go himself. He looked for support, there was nobody there, but this is better. Lucas. Kevin Iro. Oh, he's a powerful lad. Shrugging them off. Gregory. Shelford. Wigan seem very tentative at the moment, Alec, as if they don't want to sort of go forward.
Well, it looks to the Ray as though nobody wants to run with the ball, and if you just watch, Warrington, when they know that once they close them down in the middle, they've got big problems.
And Des Drummond offside. Now, will Wigan go for goal? I think they should. It's in a very kickable position. Just a faint hint of a slight following wind here for Joe Lydon. Just 28 yards out. 61 goals. Wigan experimenting with 1 or 2 goal kickers this season, but Lydon, the most successful, 61 to his credit. He'll be looking to swing this ball in around that left post. No, he swings it too much, so Warrington still that 4 points to nil lead. And I'm sure one of Warrington's great captains of the past, Harry Bath, watching this game in the Gold Coast in Brisbane, will be delighted with the form so far.
I think Warrington have done their own work pretty well, Ray. They knew the danger man is, and they know they've got to close them down. But then again, you see, just encroaching that extra yard, and Robin Whitfield been very, very strict on this, and for both sides, he's saying, stand with me or I'll penalise you.
Well, I think that's the 6th offside decision we've had, Alec, in just over 20 minutes. So professional players should know.
He's a good referee, Ray. You watch him, he is telling the players, you know, stand with me or I'll penalise you. It's quite simple.
So Wigan attacking again. Looking for the forward move. Shelford. Clever switch to Kevin Iro. And that was a crucial tackle by Cullen, because if Iro had gone through there was trouble. Hanley. Interesting to see number 2 for Warrington there, Des Drummond, coming into the centre to do a tackling stint. Gregory. To Potter. Good ball to Platt. Obstruction. Yes, Sean Edwards there, crossing in front of Andy Platt.
That was a good decision, Ray, by Robin Whitfield. He was right on the spot, and I think if he hadn't spotted that, I think Andy Platt would have scored. And this was a very good decision by Robin Whitfield. Just watch Andy Platt. Now watch Sean Edwards. Takes a man out of the game. Good decision.
Les Boyd again, charging in. He says that he's going to retire at the end of this season. Turner. Good switch. To Cullen. Well intentioned that switch there by Warrington, hoping to pull the Wigan pack across, but just the passing not sharp enough. That's a good ball. Gregory will go himself. That's a ball. Oh, he's lost it. Tony Thornley just couldn't hold it, but it was dangerous.
I think that's the way Warrington would have been a good wingman, Ray, an experienced wingman would have probably finished that off. They're finding plenty of gaps on the outside at Wigan, and maybe they're just lacking that yard of pace.
Long time to go yet. 4 points to nil. To Hampson. Interesting to see the defence here, Warrington employing the outside centre, racing in, cutting off Wigan in midfield, not letting Wigan move the ball out. Platt, that's a good run. He's got space here, he's looking for support, but Tony Iro's come inside. Young Derbyshire. And what a good game this number 4 is having. This a Wigan lad himself from the Winstonley Sixth Form College.
I wouldn't think Andy Platt would be too happy with that, Ray. The ball, if in doubt, stick, and one-handed pass to nobody.
Roskell. Roach. That's a good ball to Roskell again. This lad, Steve Roach, putting some superb one-handed passes. To Cullen. Looks for Drummond. Oh, he's going for the corner. Good tackle by Lydon. And I think Lydon's caught his face. He's hurt himself. Well, I think Joe Lydon hurt himself in that tackle. He seemed to catch Des Drummond's boot. or hit Hampson as Steve Hampson was coming in for the tackle. Keith Mills just attending to it, very concerned, just at the cheekbone.
I think you'll find here as Desi Drummond gets the ball here, it looks like he's going to score, Des. He's a very strong lad, he ducks at the last minute. Watch this as Dryden comes in. I think you'll find out he kicks off the floor. That was the incident was for.
Yeah. So, definite penalty decision there for Wigan. Shelford. Kiss, Wigan settling it down. Oh, that's a good run by Kiss. Very slack defence there by Warrington. Everybody left him. With good ground there, Nicky Kiss, Sean Edwards. Warrington keeping a very close eye on Gregory. Dean Bell.
I think really, Ray, to break this down, you need people like Sean Edwards and Dean Bell getting on the end of one of these short balls and really finishing it off.
And the sixth tackle. In fact, the first time we've gone to the sixth tackle, Alec.
That's right.
Gregory. That's a good one for Lydon. To Hampson. Oh, what's he doing? Well, I must say a lot of aimless kicking there from Wigan. The kick from Sean Edwards there too deep, and the kick from Steve Hampson, well, I just couldn't work that one out.
Well, you talk about panicking here now. Just watch Steve Hampton here. He gets the ball, he doesn't know what to do with it. Here, you have it. No, you have it. Hang on, somebody's got it. Here it goes.
Woods, he's got room, he's a quick lad. Now then, he's got a chance. Edwards is with him, he's looking for support. He's got Derbyshire, Connolly outside him. It's a one-to-one. Oh, just couldn't make it. Just lacked that extra yard of speed. Now then, is this a penalty? Is he being held down? Well, Wigan come up with the ball again. Well, that's the second time Tony Thornley's lost it, and what an occasion to lose that ball. The pressure was on Wigan, and the chance of a try.
That could have been a very, very costly miss, Ray, because that looked like all over the try, and it's that what we was talking about again, just that extra yard of pace.
So, Lucas. Good strong run there by that youngster Ian Lucas, one of Wigan's ex-Colt forwards. Gregory looked to shape to kick it, he didn't do. Oh, that's a good pass to Hanley. This is better stuff now from Wigan. And it's the handover. The sixth tackle, the ball on the sixth tackle, handed to the opposition. And suddenly Wigan moved up a couple of notches in gear there. Des Drummond.
See, that's the way Drummond runs, Ray. Have you noticed every time he runs with the ball, he ducks at the last minute and puts a bloke and hits him in the face.
Yes, and certainly tempers getting a little frayed out there between Shelford and Roach. Thomas. Hampson letting it bounce. No worries, sensible, calm play there from Steve Hampson. Tony Iro. Look for support, his brother's there, Kevin. Two 14-stone, 6-foot lads these, and Wigan now moving up in gear. Kiss.
I'll say one thing there, this young Derbyshire, he doesn't lack any bottle. He's been 4 tackles, the last 4 tackles, and he's just hurt himself by doing the last one.
To Hanley. Bell. Lydon. He's got some space. Oh, that should be a penalty. No doubt about it. Mike Gregory. Very silly move there. Flattened Joe Lydon off the ball. The touch judge coming on, Mr. Norbury. and really could cost his side 2 points.
I think there's a very, very lucky lad coming up here now, Andrew Gregory. Michael Gregg, just watch that. There's no need for that whatsoever, and he's a lucky man to stay on the field.
Yes, the Warrington skipper really should be setting a better discipline example than that. And Lydon certainly in the wars this afternoon. And will Joe Lydon take the kick? Will he be fit enough to take it, or?
I think what the referee is saying, Ray, that he hit him with his shoulder, but irrespective of what he hit him, but it was very late.
So 10 yards then from this Warrington line. Wigan trailing 4 points to 0 to Kiss. Wigan driving in, one or two of the forwards, hoping to suck in this Warrington pack around the play the ball. Edwards. Platt's lost it. Little Andy Gregory there, number 7. Well, I think he's risking his life arguing there with Les Boyd.
I think he's be the last person in the world I would get involved with, Ray, Les Boyd. And I think Andrew, he'd better play his card very quietly to his chest.
Yeah, some very big lads in that front row. Shelford, Boyd.
I think that, Ray, is an old Australian feud. Apparently when they played in Australia, these two had it ding-dong, Shelford and Roach, and it looks like they're going to continue it.
Yes, but I think Mr. Whitfield's going to have a word with him, and rightly so. There's no need for this. All this back chat one to each other, and this eyeball to eyeball stuff. This isn't rugby league. It's up to Mr. Whitfield here to put a stamp on this.
I think in the week at training, Ray, Graham Lowe was very, very concerned about this happening in this match, because really Wigan can't get involved with this, otherwise I think they could be at their cost.
And it's away. One or two of the forwards standing still airing their grievances, and John Woods taking advantage of it to McGinty. This is better from Warrington now. Roach carries the ball in one hand, very good at releasing it or offloading it, as they call it in Sydney. Oh, well taken by Hampson. Very well taken, good judge. Just 8 minutes left in this first half. Wigan looking for their first points. But Graham Lowe did say to me in midweek, Alec, that you've got to absorb this Warrington pack for the first 3/4 of an hour.
It is, and I think the only way they're going to break them down is by holding the ball and taking the chances. But it's interesting, they've switched Dean Bell, who's coming off the wing, and put Joe Lydon. They keep switching about. One comes in the centre, one goes on the wing.
Wigan won 14 of these knockout cup competitions, the rounds consecutive, and the last time they were beaten significantly 12 months ago, it was Warrington. Oh, that's a good play by Gregory. Just couldn't get his final pass away.
Just looking at this fella, Ray, him and Les Boyd are having it ding-dong. He's having a word with the touchers now, and the toucher is telling him, look, leave Les Boyd alone.
Yes, he's a real little fiery customer, is this lad, but a grand footballer. Woods. And considering he's only had a couple of Alliance League games at practice at half-back, scrum half there, he's doing quite well feeding the scrum out.
Yes, he is. I don't think he'll be too pleased about losing it there. John Wood looks as though he's really enjoying this game. He's never been to Wembley, Ray, and it's an interesting situation, you know, that when a kid's never been to Wembley, he really wants to go.
Yes, 32 years of age and determined to grab his chance. That's a good ball. Oh, I think that was a little bit too early. There certainly looks a hesitancy in the Wigan backs that you don't normally see. I mean, that pass from Steve Hampson was a little earlier.
Well, I think the problem is, Ray, that Sean Edwards is not running with the ball. He's not taking anybody on. And Dean Bell and Joe Lydon have swapped positions. Lydon's gone on the wing and Dean Bell's come in the centre. Now, there must be something wrong there.
Shelford, well taken. Difficult pass on his hip. Gregory. That's a good ball, a long ball. To Hanley. Edwards again. No, the gap closed. Just 10 yards from the Warrington line. Wigan could do with some points in this first half. That's a good ball to Dean Bell. To Kevin Iro. But another good tackle by Derbyshire. The sixth tackle coming up. Will Gregory kick? Yes. Well taken.
I think Kevin Iro would have been much better than going for the line, because he's a big lad and...
Yes, and penalty there.
If you just watch Kevin Iro here as he gets the ball, he puts a lovely ball out here from Gregory and a little chip over the top. A little bit of a scramble, Derbyshire had it.
Yes. Boyd again, charging in. Oh, he shrugs 2 or 3 off, look for support. Well, a little bit too ambitious there, Les Boyd, and doesn't he know it? He's cursing himself. He did the run, shrugged 2 or 3 Wigan players off, and then just one pass too many from that number 10 for Warrington, Les Boyd.
I think it's important, Ray, now at this stage of the game, that the longer Warrington are in front, the more confident they will get. And obviously they know they can break Wigan, because they've broken once or twice on the outside. So Wigan really must get some points on the board.
Yes, as we can see there, the hooker, number 9, Cumbrian lad, Mark Roscoe, foot up, lying on the ground. Just less than 4 minutes to go now in this first half. Warrington 4 points to 0. Shelford. Wigan must keep possession here, must use it to good advantage. Shelford again. Dean Bell.
It all looks very, very pretty, Ray, doesn't it? But there's nobody really running with the ball. This is not the Wigan who we've become to know.
Gregory. In fact, there looks only Gregory really making play, isn't there, in midfield? He's the one who's trying the things. Edwards. Potter again. This looks promising if he can get the ball away. He does. Dean Bell. Oh, he's missed him. Well, he's got the speed to go for the corner. Yes, he's in. Mr. Whitfield on the spot. Superb pass by Dean Bell to Joe Lydon, and there was no missed chances there on the flanks. Lydon may have taken a couple of knocks early on, but that's levelled the scores at 4 points each. And that was a perfectly judged pass there from Dean Bell. 1 or 2 of the wires judged the forward, but the referee was on the spot.
Well, never take things for granted here, and a lovely ball again. Dean Bell knows what he's going to do here. Cullen will be very, very disappointed with that tackle. What a terrible tackle. Holds the ball. Lovely ball to Joe Lydon. Good try.
And Lydon did very, very well to get into the corner there. Just round David Lyons' despairing tackle. And just the right time to score. 2 minutes to half time. The right psychological blow for Lydon to put on Warrington. But a very difficult kick for him. Right out on that touchline, 30 yards out. No, just across the face of the post. So still 4 points each.
I think really Wigan will be very, very pleased with that try, because they've really not looked as though they've produced that kind of rugby. They've not run with the ball, and really if they're going to go to Wembley, they've got to start moving this ball out to people like this fella on the wing.
I think, Alec, it shows you just what Wigan can do. They are dangerous when they cut loose, aren't they?
Well, they've got so many world-class players. It's you never ever take it for granted. You never ever relax.
So, John Woods starts again. Minute to go in this first half. And I think Wigan will be content to go in at 4 points each. They've not been at their best, but all credit to Warrington. They've hustled them, they've tackled well. Potter.
I think they've gone back to playing one-man rugby, Ray. They realise that it's coming up to half-time, and little Andy Gregory, you know, he'll say, now, let's hold the ball, nothing daft, if we can score, all right.
Hanley, in fact, got caught up with Steve Hampson there. The gap closed on him. Lucas. Well, the crowd roared there at number 9, Mark Rossler, but I don't think there was too much problem. Good run and well picked up by David Lyon. Boyd. And he runs straight into his opponent there, Adrian Shelford. McGinty. That's good tackle.
I think Wigan look as though they've settled down a little bit since that try, Ray, and they must realise that there's not that much pace in Warrington left.
Warrington putting 1 or 2 risky passes out here to this left wing. They're coming off at the moment, but always the danger of an interception. Turner. Comfortable kick for Tony Iro. Potter. Had a good grafting first half, 30 and Potter. There's the hooter. Not a spectacular first half, but a hard first half. Lots of forward play, good tackling, and somehow I think there'll be 1 or 2 tired lads in the last 20 minutes. We'll see some tries in the second half, I think.
Time is that. Warrington 4, Wigan 4. Who will play St Helens at Wembley in the final? Let's rejoin Alex Murphy. His club are already there, and Ray French.
Yes, Des, the next 40 minutes will surely tell us that, and the news from the dressing rooms, despite the Wigan confidence there on that banner, is that Mike Gregory, the Warrington skipper, is not going to come out. He's got a collarbone injury, and we hear that Ronnie Dwayne, very experienced player, will be out. And this is how Warrington got to the semi-final. Good win there, especially against Hull Kingston Rovers. 30 points to 4 there at Craven Park. Excellent performance. And Wigan, well, I think we saw that good win at Oldham, at Watershed, it's in the snow, but possibly their best win at Bradford Northern. Always a hard-earned win there in the Odsal Bowl. And the players just about to come out. And really, Alec, if, as we understand, Mike Gregory is off, that's a tremendous blow to Warrington. Well,
I think that's a tragic blow. Not very, very disappointed Mike Gregory must be, because really, in this second half, Ray, he'll probably have the wind at his back, and he's really such a forward that he'll be very, very sadly missed.
Yes, I did notice as he was going off, Alec, he seemed to be clutching his arm, but we hear it's a collarbone injury.
Well, I think the problem is, Ray, this ground's a little bit hard, and it's very, very well rolled, so he may have just tripled over on it.
Yep. So, the band who entertained us so nicely before the game and at half-time, just leaving the pitch, and the players, and Warrington will certainly be looking to get Ronnie Dwayne into the action straight away. The substitute, and there he is, good utility back, very experienced player, went on the 1984 Great Britain tour. No ordinary substitute, this lad. Can play in the centre or loose forward.
I think what will be going through his mind right now is, Ray, I've got 40 minutes and I could be at Wembley, so really he's going to give his life for the next 40 minutes. Whatever is going to happen, this fella's going to be a big triumph.
a lot on Robin Whitfield, the referee. He's kept these two fiery packs apart so well in his first 40 minutes, and he'll be wanting it again. So Warrington 4, Wigan 4, everything to play for. And a great day at Wembley on April the 29th in prospect. Shelford. A lot of responsibility on this number 10, Adrian Shelford, for Wigan, the biggest forward, used as a battering ram by Wigan. Joe Lydon. To Tony Thornley. Had a couple of chances, youngster there, Tony Thornley, not quite been able to take them. McGinty.
It'd be interesting, Ray, at half-time to see what the team talk would have been. Graham Lowe and Brian Johnson, you know, don't do anything silly in the first 10 minutes because this is a vital stage of the game.
And I think this is why we're seeing the two respective kickers putting the ball upfield. A real tactical game, this, Alec. Hampson. Tony Iron.
I think really Wigan, what Wigan need, Ray, is some of the star players to run with the ball. You know, they're not penetrating and really they're not finishing off.
Shelford. Well, that's a bad kick. And Wigan really just... Andy Gregory kicking aimlessly there. He knows it was a bad one. But nevertheless, there still looks a very strong air of confidence about this Wigan side, as if things are measured. Scrums, just 8 scrums in the match, 4 each. That's the 5th to Warrington. To Thornley. Came in well then, the lad, and so did Steve Hampson there, the full-back. He read the move very, very well. Ronnie Duane's first touch of the ball. Very strong lad. Plagued with knee injuries for a couple of seasons, but thankfully fit now. Turner, good tackle. Well, you can't afford to delay for a second in a match like this. Roach. Well, he does throw some silly passes away, this lad Steve Roach, doesn't he?
I think Ray's used to playing in Australia, where when he flicks the ball up, at least he knows there's somebody there. But
that's a good kick. Oh yes, well read by Edwards. But surely Drummond's got it covered. And there's an interesting battle between these lads. This Drummond's a very, very strong player, a judo instructor. Pocket battleship. It is good. Boyd, that's a good pass to Duane. McGinty. This lad, Billy McGinty, roving around here on this Warrington side. Already Ronnie Duane's number 15 here, seeing plenty of the action. Roach. Yes, and a penalty. Steve Roach didn't like that treatment that he got, but at least he's got a penalty. And Les Boyd having a word with Robin Whitfield. And really, Warrington should get themselves back. They've got the penalty. Mr. Whitfield's given the decision against Wigan.
I think there's a little bit of a vendetta there. You can see what's happened, can't you? You know, he's got a little bit... It's only blood after all. I mean, it's not that serious.
And John Woods, another kickable penalty. In front of the post. But misses it. Now then. That was one really that John Woods was normally accustomed to kick, I think, Alec.
Yes, a straight kick, and you know, them kicks when you go to Wembley, Ray, are very, very important. He probably his head will drop a little bit after that one.
So, a let off for Wigan. To David Lyon. Just 5 minutes gone. Still level pegging, 4 points each. Boyd having a charge. He gets through. Good pass to Billy McGinty. Oh, but that's a good cover tackle from Hanley. Clever play. Warrington on the attack. Roach just took the wrong option there. Steve Roach should have moved it out. Thomas.
I wouldn't be surprised, Ray, at this stage of the game now that Wigan don't bring a substitution on the field, because they've got some one or two of these forwards look a little bit complacent, and we need a little of a new face.
Shelford. In fact, I think Wigan are getting drawn into a forward game, a forward battle. There's one or two personal rivalries, Alec, and it's not their game, is it?
No, it's not. I think what they're going to have to start doing, Ray, is moving this ball out wide and hitting the gaps and finishing off like they can do.
Edwards to Thornley. Good run out of defence there from this ex-Woolston amateur lad, Ronnie Dwayne. Warrington won the cup 5 times at Wembley, and there's another risky pass from Roach. But last at Wembley when they lost to Widnes in 1975. Wigan, of course, the holders of the Challenge Cup. And it looks as if Wigan are about to substitute. And from the number on the board, Ian Potter possibly done his tackling stint. But certainly a good tackling stint there from Mark Thomas.
I think what you've got to be able to say, Ray, to get to Wembley, you've got to play well as a team. And really, Wigan just look as though they're playing in ones and twos. They're not playing as they can do. And really, they're leaving it to everybody else.
Yes, and as I thought, Andy Goodway coming on, the attacking forward, strong runner for Ian Potter going off. Done a very good job, Ian Potter. I think I just get the feeling at the moment, Alec, wanting to want to win, Wigan expect to win. Oh, good dummy there from Woods. He's got a 2-1 with Drummond. Excellent play there from John Woods to Boyd. McGinty. Powerful run of this lad, gives everything. Warrington keeping the ball going to the same side. Roach.
I just think then, Ray, if Roach had moved that ball a little bit wider out, that could have been a try.
This is pressure on Wigan. There's an overlap here if they can move it. John Woods to Drummond. But well read by Hanley. That's a good tackle. We've seen Hanley put a couple of these tackles in. Thomas. Well, 6 more tackles. Turner. Woods, and that's a good tackle again. Well read by Lydon. Warrington again, stopped from the overlap. Boyd having a go himself. And there's Hanley again. That's 3 times we've seen this lad pick out the man with the ball and put him down. But this is real pressure from Warrington. McGinty. Now, is it worth a drop goal? A lot of pressure here. No points got. Steve Roach again. And the 6th tackle. Woods lining up at the first receiver. Surely worth a drop. It's attempt. But it's not there. It was touched. It was touched by a Wigan player going over the bar, and that is no goal. So, John Woods there, just failed with the drop, but well worth the attempt.
And this might tell you, with things like this happening to you, John Woods hits the ball, looks as though it's going to float over, charge down, and it's a Wigan player.
10 minutes gone in this second half. Warrington now really putting the game together to Des Drummond. He's got some space, he's got Hampson to beat. Oh, he shrugs him off. He sort of leads with the head, Des Drummond, doesn't he?
I'd like to know what he must have in his head. It must be like concrete.
McGinty.
Well, there must be a time to score, and with all this pressure on, surely they can't hang out forever.
Dwayne, good tackle. And he's got the ball now then. That could be a vital tackle because Warrington had the pressure.
And that shows a little lack of inexperience there with the young boy, young Derbyshire. That's twice he's had the ball taken off him in bad positions.
Yeah, it's probably a lack of strength yet, Alec. He's only a youngster, isn't he? But no lack of strength here from Shelford. Goodway. Very experienced Andy Goodway. Huge success on the 84 Tour of Australia for Great Britain. Paul Cullen. David Lyon.
Warrington look as though they're a little bit lively, Ray. You know, they seem to be running well with the ball and supporting each other.
Roach. And Dennis Betts looks to be coming on. I think Graham Lowe throwing everything at Warrington here, putting the attackers on, Alec, putting the runners on.
Well, I think what he's putting on, Ray, is running forward. He obviously must realise that there's no way we can break the Warrington defence with what we've got on the field.
Woods. To Hampson. That's a good run by Hampson. Oh, he's lost it. And it's Roach's ball.
I also think then Ray Elleran was a little bit lucky. That looks a very, very late kick to me.
So, Warrington on the attack again, powering in with these big forwards. Back to Thomas. Turner. Just couldn't get the ball away, and a good clamping tackle there by Joe Lydon. Spotted that Turner was trying to put the ball around the man. Cullen. It really is a war of attrition, this. The two defences superbly marshalled. That's good play by Thomas. Here's a 2-1. Good tackle again from Kevin Iro, the sixth tackle. Thomas again, looks for the drop. And dead on the full.
You've got to think, Ray, really, with all this pressure that Warrington have put on Wigan, really they should put in the ball over the line, because there's nothing like having a team on the floor and not killing them off.
And it seems strange, really, to see Wigan really only making moves upfield with kicks, doesn't it?
Yes, I think so. Warrington are playing very well.
Goodway. Hanley not really getting the space. So Wigan, a breather, little respite. I was reading where Graham Lowe apparently has been studying a computer lately and using that, but I think some Warrington hacker's been at work, Alec.
Yes, it looks like somebody's been on the same programme as Graham Lowe, because it looks as though everything what he's planned is not working out. But having said that, there's a long way to go and you can never write Wigan off.
Woods, Turner. Ronnie Dwayne. That's good tackling. Oh, that's a slip. And he's there again, Des Drummond. Certainly Joe Lydon will want to soak in the bath, I think, after this match. Just 15 minutes gone in the second half. Still that one try from Wigan and the 2 goals from John Woods for Warrington. That's a good ball.
I think looking at them two, Iro and Derbyshire, Ray, it just looks like a schoolboy playing against a grown man.
Offside. Yes, Des Drummond inside the 5 yards distance that you must be when the ball's kicked through.
And is that the break that Wigan need, Ray? Will he kick for goal? Will he kick for touch? He's looking at the bench. He doesn't know what to do. It just shows you how much this coach has to do on the field. Not only does he get them fit, but he tells them what to do also.
And Dennis Betts, number 15 there, coming on. A runner, a forward who likes to run out wide for the prop, Ian Lucas. And I think, Alec, he is well advised to go for goal.
Yes, I think he's been told off the bench that this is a very, very vital stage of the game. Wigan's been under tremendous amount of pressure, and this is the first chance they've ever had.
Well, it's about 45 yards out. 15 yards in from this left-hand touch line. But these are the kicks that take sides to Wembley. Or do not. Well, that one certainly won't. Well taken by McGinty. And sensibly held by the lad. Had a good game, this youngster, Alec.
Yes, I think the Warrington forwards are really playing well, Ray. They've come on with a scratch team and they're sticking to their guns very well.
Edwards, that's a bad ball to lose. Hanley. Now then, can this big Wigan contingent, 15,000 Wigan supporters here, get behind the team? 4 points each. Little Gregory. But still this relentless tackling from Warrington.
I would think, Ray, now at this stage that all the game plans have gone out of the window and it's just a matter of who's going to run with the ball.
Betts, that's the sort of position we'll see this lad, I think, this youngster, 19 years of age, out on the flanks, very speedy lad. Platt. To Edwards, still going. Hampson. Good way, this is better from Wigan now. Kevin Iro. And the 6th tackle. Gregory looking for the drop. No. Well, I think that we can see the importance of these points now, Alec, with these drop goal attempts.
Yes, and not only that, Ray, there's a little bit of panic setting in because they know the next score could rather take you Wembley or decide whether you go or not.
Steve Roach. Boyd. Had a good game, Les Boyd. Played it himself. Still going. Roscoe. Woods. Good skill there from Woods. That's a good ball to Turner. This is good rugby from Warrington. But a penalty. Yes, a penalty against Joe Lydon. Taking Paul Cullen out of the game, off the ball.
And could it be a very, very costly penalty, Ray? Because I think John Woods has had one kick from this distance. He's only just missed it, and I think he'll be just lowering his sights a little bit and hoping that it's going to go straight through the middle.
Yes, he's missed one from almost identical spot. 40 yards. Perfect conditions for kicking. Ideal underfoot. It looks good, it is. Warrington in the lead again. 6 points to 4, and the Warrington fans at last sensing Wembley possibly. And John Woods himself has 20 minutes remaining to realise a dream. 13 years of attempting it, and now the possibility. 6 points to 4 for Warrington.
And not only that, Ray, what an important kick it was, because he'd had one chance before. He never panicked. He put the sights right and banged it straight through the middle.
And the pressure was on him. Steve Roach. Now the closing quarter of the game. Turner.
It tells you how much panicking's going on now, Ray, on and off the field. The Wigan supporters who've been very, very quiet all the game really tried to book the side up.
Steve Roach. Still going, good drive. Cost a couple of £1,000 to fly this lad back from Australia, but it's been well worth it. Woods. Well, the bounce beat Steve Hampson, but no panic, no problem. And Sean Edwards looking for forwards to take it to Kevin Iro, giving young Derbyshire a lot of trouble. Oh, he's still going, and a bad pass.
Well, I think, Ray, you'll see here that was a very, very bad thing that Tony Ido did. He actually tried to stamp on the lad, and I think that Robin Whitfield will be very... Well, he's having a talk to the rest of the lads, but he wouldn't surprise me if he didn't put this fella in the sin bin.
Yes, the touch judge there, Mr. Brown, spotted it. So penalty to Warrington for stamping. Effectively dealt with by Robin Whitfield. And that is a good kick.
And this is what the instrument's for here. Now, Tony Ido has nothing to do with this. He wants the loose ball. He gets up off the floor. He's still battling. And as he goes on here, watch him. Here he goes. And he's very lucky to stay on the field with that.
So Warrington on the attack again, leading by those 2 points. 6 points to 4. Turner. Steve Roach to Woods.
I think it's a matter now, Ray, of Warrington doing the basics right and just saying, well, we've held 2 points, and really if we hold it, we can win it.
Oh, that ball was anywhere then. Here's a chance again. Boyd to Cullen. Thornley, Cullen in, he's going for the corner, but a good tackle. A good run around and a good pass. And a good tackle by Kevin Iro. Saved the day, but good play by Paul Cullen.
And I think, Ray, really, that little bit extra pace there, that was a tremendous move by Warrington, and they're not frightened of taking Wigan on at this late stage. They know that if they score another try, it's all over.
So, Wigan, desperately here, near their own line. Really need this ball. And they get it to Hanley. But well read by Ronnie Dwayne.
This is where this state of the game now, as far as Warrington is concerned, discipline is most important.
Well, it's certainly going to take something to break down this Warrington tackling. Goodway. Shelford. And really, Alec, I don't think this is doing Wigan any good. 4 tackles absorbed there with 4-man drives.
No, and they don't even really know how to break them down. I mean, the short ball, they've got a load of rugby league players with a load of class in the side, and they just don't know what to do.
But still, plenty of time to go. Still enough time for 1 or 2 of these class players of either side to win this game. But Warrington in the driving seat. 6 points to 4. The underdogs in this semi-final. Simple rugby. They've used the pack. Les Boyd, Steve Roach driving down the middle. Oh, beautiful ball to Ronnie Dwayne. Good ball from Roach. Thornley.
I think really Warrington, Ray, they're not afraid of taking Wigan on, and they're really punching holes all over the field.
At the 6th tackle, Turner looks for a drop.
I think if the Warrington player had realised that he was put onside then because he hit a Wigan player in flight.
So 15 minutes remaining. Wigan trailing 6 points to 4.
I do honestly believe, Ray, that there's no way that Wigan can win this game going down the middle. They must move the ball out wide.
Good way. And the Wigan forwards, they're coming in ones, Alec. There's no support. You see, look, little Gregory here going on his own. There's nothing there with him.
I think what's got to happen now, Ray, one of the speed men have got to latch onto one of these breaks and they've got to settle down a little bit.
Lydon. That's a kick. That's a kick and a half. Perfectly judged from Joe Lydon. Now then, just less than 15 minutes. Can Wigan pull back? The pressure now on Warrington.
And this will be a very interesting scrum as well, Ray, because Warrington's took a lot of the ball from these scrums and they'll be praying and hoping that this one comes out on their side.
Yes, a lot of pressure on this youngster from Cumbria, Mark Roscoe. He's won it. Well, there's somebody down there with it. It looks like John Woods. It is. And Tony Thornley sensibly coming away with the ball. They'll not pass this. Warrington surely will absorb these tackles. Cullen.
I think you'll find a big ball going down the field, Ray. Surely they're not going to play football in their own 25.
And a penalty. So, a chance for Wigan to come back. Lydon once again looking for direction from the coach. Do they go for goal or do they put it to touch?
It's a very worrying thought, Ray, when you think of the calibre of what's on this Wigan side and they're having to look to the bench for instructions. Surely players of this calibre don't need to be told what to do in the semi-final of a Challenge Cup.
Well, I think Ellery Hanley actually pointed out to him, Alec, to go for goal there. So, Wigan desperately needing these 2 points. An identical position to the one that Lydon missed earlier. 35 yards out, just inside the 10-yard mark. He swings it round, it looks a good one. It is a good one, it's there. 6 points each, all squared again. And 12 minutes remaining in the Silk Cup Challenge Cup tie. And the Wigan supporters come to life again.
I think really they'll be blessing themselves really in Wigan, because really Warrington have only themselves to blame for that. It was they had the ball on the 6th tackle and all they had to do surely was put the ball down the field.
And this now is no game for faint hearts. One man surely on either side could earn everlasting glory. All it needs is a half break. Dean Bell. But tremendous tackling, Alec, hasn't it? I mean, these two sides are going to America for a challenge match in Chicago. I'm sure the Americans will relish this
kind of tackling, Ray. Yes, it's not been a very pretty game to watch, but it's been a very, very dour semi-final.
Shelford. Lydon. Spectators here absorbed in this match. A lot of people come from far and wide. I spoke to some lads from the new Birmingham Rugby League club this morning, and I'm sure they've enjoyed this. Steve Roach. That's a forward pass.
I think really, Ray, Warrington are passing the ball in certain positions. Well, surely it'll be a lot better if they just held on to it.
And Adrian Shelford coming off now, and Lucas coming back on. I think Wigan coach Graham Lowe sensibly spelling his forwards here, as you can do under the substitute law. The man can return. I think he wants as many fresh people on as possible.
And I would think, Ray, if there is any time to score in a match, and especially a match as important as this would be the time.
That's a good pass. Kevin Iro.
I think this could be sorted out, Ray, by a drop goal or a penalty.
Oh, well, that was stupid. Kevin Iro, absolutely silly, relaxed. And silly again from Joe Lydon. Well, the team that will win this match will the team that keeps the temper.
Well, really, Ray, there's no excuse for that. I mean, Kevin Iro and then Joe Lydon of all things. And, you know, ground is so important to kick.
Oh, well done. Magnificently done there by Steve Hampson. And that certainly saved Wigan from a very tricky situation. But they should never have been put in that situation.
And also, Ray, I don't think Warrington will be too happy about that kick, because John Woods has been kicking for touch and kicking magnificently.
And a good way. Kiss. Still, these two defences, rock solid. No one can break them down. Gregory. Edwards having to dummy, having to come back inside. All the Wigan players bunched.
I think Sean Edwards is having a little afterthoughts, Ray, about whether to run with the ball. I think he'd be much wider getting out in the open spaces.
That's a huge drop goal from Joe Lydon. What a drop goal! Took everybody by surprise. Incredible drop goal. 7 yards inside his own half. Everybody relaxed. And this Wigan centre calmly strolled up and dropped the goal. Well, that must be one of the longest that we've seen in any Challenge Cup round match. Wigan 7, Warrington 6.
Well, if anybody should get a town hall or a town hall clock and a medal, just watch this. Does he give this some pay-go? Bang, off it goes, and look at it, no doubt where it's going to go. What a great goal.
And less than 8 minutes remaining, and what a time to put a goal over like that. Wigan 7 points to 6, just when they were beginning to think of a replay, and people were...
You can't imagine, Ray, that these Wigan spectators, there's 15,000 of them here, and that is the first time we've probably heard them shouting.
Yes, and that's only his 3rd drop goal of the season. Took everybody by surprise. Edwards to Lucas, and suddenly there's a little bit of pep and dash in the Wigan pack again. The 6th tackle, Gregory. I thought he was going to try one then, Alec.
Well, I think really now that Wigan will just be content in keeping Warrington down in their own 25. There's some tired legs out there, and it's going to take a superhuman effort for Warrington to get down in the Wigan 25.
Yes, I think it's a testimony to both coaches, Alec, the fitness of these two sides.
Yes, it's been a very, very hard game.
Good tackle there from Tony Iro. Wigan very keen to return to Wembley. 6 minutes left, the minutes ticking away now, and Warrington got to get to the end of the field. The 6th tackle coming up, and suddenly it's Warrington now fighting for their cup lives. Hampson. First ever Challenge Cup semi-final here at Main Road, but it certainly provides us with drama. And Henry Hanley, he's got the line in front of him. Good tackle by John Woods, and suddenly the gaps beginning to appear. Mr. Brown with the yellow flag. He's on again. He's obviously spotted an offence. No hesitation coming on, and it looks to be Ronnie Duane. So your penalty going back to Wigan. Now then, is it worth another kick at goal?
Well, I don't think there's any doubt there. I think he's got to kick for goal, but you've got to say that the gods are against you when you get a decision like that so late on in the game.
Yes, and of course time ticks away whilst you're taking these kicks. So Joe Lydon, the hero of the hour at the moment. Remember, it was Joe Lydon's try in that 37th minute. Then the penalty goal, then that fantastic drop goal, 7-6. And now wanting to add another 2 points. That would mean that Warrington would have to score a try. But again, it's another difficult kick.
One thing about this fella, Ray, I don't think he'll ever be short. He's got a very, very big boot, and it wouldn't surprise me if he didn't kick this.
So, local Wigan-born lad, product of the famous Wigan St Patrick's Amateur Club, turned out many, many fine players, and everyone in the club will be proud of this. It's got the height, but it's not got the direction. So, still just that 1 point in this match, 7 points to 6, and just under 4 minutes remaining.
Well, I don't think you could have a closer game than this, and I think anybody who's gone out to make a cup of tea, I think you'd better come back in quick.
Goodway. He'd be content just to hold this ball. Ellery Hanley, interesting to see them now taking it from the acting half-back position. Both sides very nervous, not wanting to risk a pass. Gregory.
I think it's a matter now, Ray, of Warrington really having the ball, because Wigan look as though they know if they just hold on to this ball, they're going to Wembley.
Yes, what a contrast to last season when Wigan set that record score and wide margin when they beat Salford 34 points to 4, and here content with 1 point. Good kick there from Sean Edwards, keeping the pressure on Warrington, putting them in the corner. John Woods, possibly Warrington's last chance. They've got the ball. Des Drummond. Now then, 5 tackles to go. Just over a couple of minutes. 4 tackles to go.
I think if it is a difference, Ray, I think they must realise, Wigan, that there's nobody in the Warrington side apart from Drummond who can go the full length of the field.
Yes, and these one-man probes, Alec, they won't do it. 2 tackles in this sequence and 2 minutes remaining. 7 points to 6 for Wigan. Thomas, McGinty. Surely a high kick now. To Turner. It's a good kick. It's a good kick. But this should be Wigan's head and ball. Wigan should really have the advantage at this scrum. And Basil Richards, Warrington substitute, coming on for Paul Cullen. Blooded but unbowed, I think, Paul Cullen. Hanley.
I can't believe, Ray, that Robin Whitfield's allowing that to happen. Ali Hanley's not allowed to pick the ball up from behind the scrum.
1 minute to go. 1 point difference. And Wigan, 4 tackles to play with this ball. Surely it will go no further than the first receiver. Well, it does. Tony Iro. Oh, he's looking to pass. Betts. Hanley, well taken by Hanley. The chip kick, he's got Edwards inside him. He could score, and he does, yes! A try! In the last seconds. Superb kick from Ellery Hanley. delighted, and surely now they're on the way to Wembley. And just about to move into injury time. And that surely is the end of Warrington.
We've said all along about moving the ball out wide here, and that's exactly what they do. Early on, they took this ball magnificently here. He kicks inside. I don't think he knew where it was going, but when you've got people like Edwards about, there's only one end result, and that's a try.
Yes, good tactical judgment there by Ellery Hanley, and Sean Edwards, his 13th try of the season, and possibly the most important one. Did well to support there. And another kick for Joe Lydon. I don't think this kick really will be necessary, but it's there, whether it is or not. 13 points to 6 now in Wigan's favour in injury time. And Alec, it looks like the old firm at Wembley again.
Well, yes, it is, Ryan. It'll really be nice to meet Wigan at Wembley, because the two sets of supporters, there's great tradition in the game, and really it should be a cracking game.
Yes. And Joe Lydon, of course, no need to say the man of the match. It was that drop goal that did the trick, pushed them to 7-6. And Edwards is Strider, the icing on the cake. There is the hooter. Whatever happens in Wembley on the day, St Helens versus Wigan, it's a special event, and those lucky enough to get tickets are certain to have a wonderful day out. But what a performance from Warrington. The underdogs, they fought to the end, and a magnificent effort. 13 points to 6 for Wigan.